All right.
Senator, thank you very much for your time. Uh, how will the session affect Southern Oregon? What will the session mean to people living in Southern Oregon and also in rural areas throughout Oregon?
Thanks for that question. Every legislative session affects rural Oregonians. I live in John Day, District 30, where I am pleased to be the representative, is 34,000 square miles. So if you count the Southern Oregon senator, myself, and one from Northeast Oregon, we actually represent two-thirds of the land mass of the state. So we're always uniquely concerned with how things we do in Salem will affect our constituents in rural Oregon. Let's just take one instance in the form of the transportation package. Rural Oregonians depend on market roads, and our roads need to be safe and reliable. And we've had a number of governors who just have said, well, you can't build your way out of congestion. And, we have a transportation board that allocates dollars, and sometimes it seems to me that rural Oregon gets shorted in that equation. So what's on the table right now is the full funding for a transportation package, because frankly, we've spent all the money that's been authorized over many years. And what I believe that means is we'll have a vote on a transportation tax. So what's concerning to me is that we're going to tax people on their fuel consumption. And that means the miles driven, essentially. And every one of my constituents drives many more times the distance that urban area residents drive. So we collect a lot of road mile taxes. But then again, we got a lot of roads. So I'm concerned that the fair and equitable distribution of road dollars based on gasoline taxes is a reality. So I'm going to be watching very carefully about what's promised to people and what's going to be delivered to people. The other thing you have to realize about our transportation package is that in urban areas you've got alternatives. You've got mass transit, rail, airports, barge, lots of different modalities of transportation. In rural Oregon, our choice of multimodal transportation is whether I'm going to use the blue pickup or the red pickup. I mean, the bottom line is we have fewer choices and lots less mass transit. So I want to make sure Oregonians living in rural areas will pay a fair share, but receive a fair share of the distribution on their highway taxes, on the road taxes.